awkward reset.
Yay.
Ready?
Yeah, are we doing the
Oh,
intro
we need to do we
right
need to
now?
do the intro. Yeah. All right. So what are we doing? Oh.
I have to get going soon, but I had a question for Leo if you guys could ask
In
for
the
me.
ear.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
I wanted to ask him.
I'll have to relay because he just took his earpiece out.
It's back in. It's back in.
No, it wasn't for you. It was for Leo.
Oh.
My question for Leo is,
Come on back.
either of you guys actually.
Nathan.
Nathan, I'm sorry. I was just like, I know your last name's Wong, but I don't want to call you Wong.
Mr. Wong!
We call them the Wongers. It's fine.
The Wongers. Can we put that on a banner in the show?
That's not right.
So for Leo
Yeah.
or Nathan,
Sorry,
what
I'm
teams have already merged, and can you guys tell me what specifically happened to Durbin?
Okay, wait. So before you answer that question, get back off the set.
But Mike has to go. That's why.
Mike has to go?
Let's
Yeah.
do the
all right.
let's do the open. And
No,
you can answer
but
the-
Mike has to go. So answer that question and then get back off
Right.
the set.
Okay.
German.
Yes, Durbin.
So Durbin dropped out of the competition. It was to pursue other educational related topics. And then I think Blaze started working with another team.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
And then the other question was about mergers. So Odyssey Moon merged with Space IL. Moon Express has acquired Next Giant Leap, which was out of Draper, as well as Rocket City Space Pioneers, which was Tim Pickens.
Right.
Which is like the powerhouse right there.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
that's
That's
So
good.
they've acquired a lot of key technology there.
Awesome.
And then I'm not 100% sure of other mergers. I
Yeah,
think there's
I
one other one.
yeah, I
I
can't
don't know
remember.
off my hand. But I'll let you know.
Yeah. But another thing with German too was, they were mostly student based, like completely run by students, and they were just having turnaround because the students were graduating and moving on to the things.
For sure.
So it was tough to retain that team element. So it was probably wise that he went and started working with other teams.
Yeah, I kind of snuck into your guys' summit a couple of times, and
Creepy, Mike.
I wanted to know what was going on.
I'll allow it.
But I don't know, like out of everyone that I met, like Blaze just really kind of made an impression on me as being one of the most passionate about what he was doing and the whole project in general. So I don't know that anytime I looked into it, I'd always try to find out what Durbin was up to and who or what they were working with, because they were working with Team Phoenicia for a little while. So
Leo says, weren't you guys all sitting around the table at the reception?
yes.
Yeah, we were all. It was you, me, Blaze, and one other person, I think.
Yeah, I just forgot her name, but she was on his project as well, and she gave me all of her drink tickets because she was underage.
Aw, cute.
I would have just used tickets. All right, Mike, we need you for an open really quick. I'm going to say experimental satellite launch. Mike, you're going to say SpaceX prepare. I don't know. What do you want to say about Dragon V2? Like SpaceX prepares Dragon V2 for test flight?
SpaceX prepares for crewed pad abort tests.
Okay, if you can spit that out, great.
Wow. Yeah, good
Do you
luck
want to try
with
that again?
man.
See if you can actually do it?
SpaceX prepares for a pad abort test.
There you go. That works better.
Much better.
And then you're going to say, and you have an interview with the XPRIZE Foundation. All of it. The whole thing.
All right.
Ready?
Sure.
All right, this is one. What do you...
He's adjusting. It's
There we go.
Apparently.
I'm good. We're good.
All right. Coming up, an experimental satellite launch.
SpaceX prepares for a pad abort test.
And I have an interview with the entire XPRIZE Foundation, or just the Google Lunar XPRIZE part.
You got me off guard with that, so now we have to do it again. All right, I got to do the stay tuned part. All right, this is 2. I need it over something I can see. 2. There we go, 2. All right. Coming up, experimental satellite launch.
SpaceX prepares for a pad abort test.
And I interview the Google Lunar XPRIZE guys.
Stay tuned. Tomorrow begins right now. Super dramatic. Love it. All right. Mike, we're done with you if you need to leave.
All right, thank you very much,
Thanks.
guys.
Thank
you,
Great
Mike.
interview, Carrie Ann. You're getting better and better.
See you next week.
Thank you.
IFB out. Out of the ear. Oh my God.
We're done with that.
Oh.
All right.
So because they're custom molded to our ears, but they go in the ear canal.
Really, like-
and they block out all the audio, which is great. So you can really clearly hear what's going on, but they go in the ear canal.
So yeah, we get a little irritating though, man.
Irritating, yes, absolutely.
Irritating.
They get very irritating.
Irritating.
Very irritating.
Irritating.
Yep, it's irritating. We're just
I
gonna
hear
repeat
ya.
that over. You hear me? On how irritated I am? All right, let's do this. We got to do one of these. One of these. All right, we got one chair over there. Why don't you take that blue chair that I just got out of? All right, you.
Good nap.
Move that. Like that. All right. So during the show, they were really pissed off at exactly how centered the microphone was. So.
Really?
Yes.
I know. You actually put it right in the center.
We had a small stand, but then it would be like this.
I mean,
Really
in the center of the
so you can
camera.
move everything, yeah.
One way to reset it.
Because our community is what drives us. We are here for the community.
OMG.
So let's be exactly.
TMRO, this is where we're after dark.
Yeah, Disney after tomorrow about it.
All right. That is perfectly centered.
So, oh, so I can take my mic off, I guess.
Tomorrow after Disney.
Yes.
Actually, I will be
I'm
able
gonna
to
kill it
tomorrow,
anyways,
so
but-
tomorrow,
Okay.
if you want to be able to.
You go 6 weeks.
No, see that.
Fine, I'll put.
No.
They have no audio anyway, according to them.
Oh yeah, because we
According to the
I
hell
killed
desk.
mics because everything's gonna be moving. I killed microphones because everything's gonna be moving around. Hold on a second, we'll be with you shortly.
It's not 100% Disney. Some of it will
And then
be
they can't
about.
hear you anyway.
Some of it about.
It's gonna be Disney.
Right. Well, great. I hear you.
Walter Elias Disney.
After dark. I don't want to go back. That
By the way,
is
those
after
are
dark.
epic shoes.
Thank you.
Right?
I like those a lot.
Yeah.
You take them off. Show, show the camera.
They're slip-ons.
I feel like this is a better view. Let's just stick on this camera for the most part.
Little Vader action.
Yeah.
Vader kicks. And what's this one? Oh, it's inside of the
Inside.
I'll hold your shoes for
Dark
you.
side, light side.
Yeah.
Dark side is obviously far superior.
Left-footed.
I am left-footed.
So that's a great question for you. Rebellion or Empire?
Well, the Empire has better
Empire.
benefits, honestly.
So Empire and Empire,
Well-
and then you Rebellion.
Well, no, I didn't say that.
no, all right, no, all right. So Rebellion or
I would
Empire?
function.
You don't, none of this wishy-washy shit. Rebellion or Empire?
I'm gonna go with Rebellion because I just think like I just want to be a smuggler. You know, I just think that's the lifestyle.
yeah.
And as long as I'm smuggling, I could be smuggling like rebels.
I like chaotic good.
Yeah, I like chaotic good.
So,
yeah,
so
I'd be
Rebellion
Dash
or Empire,
Rendar
then?
or Kyle Katarn.
Empire.
Empire.
Did I get you Star Wars
chaotic
nerds out there? You
Empire.
with me?
Well, what's good in the Empire?
I
Cookies.
don't know.
Cookies.
Yeah.
They've got great cookies.
All right. So Empire, Rebellion. What are you?
Star Trek.
Oh.
Picard. All right.
Yeah.
That was a silly question. I'm
Earl Grey.
sorry.
It's like
Yes!
Empire,
We already know
Rebellion,
that Dutta is
Starfleet.
Dutta is Rebellion, and I am obviously Empire. So
Yes.
basically
Obviously.
50-50 with
Obviously.
with Picard.
Duh.
All
Hi,
right.
Beth MG. Said hi in the chat.
Aw.
Wait, no, I stopped your story to do that stupid little thingy.
What
Stop
story?
someone's story. I don't know.
I don't know
What was the
either. Do you guys have ITAR issues with all of the international?
What Disney part is Itar again?
Yeah, exactly.
Probably.
Oh,
The
it's
moon-
relevant
the
to
Moonliner.
space.
Oh.
The Moonliner.
The moon.
Moonliner. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, I mean theoretically. Actually, Nate knows about this very well, but Itar.
No.
Because we
Wow.
because there's so much compliance, especially with an international competition with Itar. I mean, it's just ridiculous how much work had to go into that.
Yeah.
I know you were helping out.
So we do have a ITAR plan in place at the foundation.
Awesome.
That's it. That's what you get.
Everything else is restricted. What do you want?
I know. It's,
How much more do you need?
I don't know if I need to sign a TAA with your audience
Right.
or to get things
Right.
started to talk, so I'm just going to leave it with
Exactly.
that.
That's probably for the
Every
best.
time someone on YouTube goes to view the video, they have
Yeah.
to sign a document.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
It actually
Here.
prints out automatically,
We get our
even if you
vote.
don't have a printer. It just shows up at your house UPS.
Track you
Sorry.
via IP.
That would be creepy.
Well-
also, I would like go.
Our sponsor helps us do that.
Sarah Snitch, shout out to you for knowing what the SGV is. That's
I'm
Sora Chi.
I'm sorry, Doctor Who. What season?
Doctor Who season 6, episode 2.
I'm sorry. What season?
Season 6.
Season 6.
Yeah. What about
Wow, are you doing that?
Uh huh.
He's talking.
it? Okay, so Tennant's my favorite.
You're saying
Doctor.
the reboot,
Yeah.
and he's not.
Yeah. Doctor Who.
He's
What
being
season?
Oh, you don't believe in it? It's
Like-
okay. Tennant's my guy.
Like season
okay?
like 87. Is
Yeah, yeah,
that-
it's not-
Oh.
Yeah, it's not season 6.
Get out of here.
No,
New-
because otherwise it wouldn't be the right doctor.
Ugh.
Seriously?
Yeah. I mean, what? I mean.
Get out of here. Who do you think you are to get out of here?
Ah!
Got him.
Yeah. So wait. Did you only do Who from the reboot? You
No,
never did
yeah,
the
I
original?
never did anything. I started with Eccleston.
Yes.
So did she.
No,
I
actually,
started
I
with-
lie. I saw the first 2 episodes of Eccleston, and then I went to Tenet.
And
watched
thought that they
all
were
of Tenet.
terrible,
I love
and-
Tenet,
Right.
and then I went back
You
to
can't
Eccleston,
backtrack that way.
and then I
It
went to
doesn't
Matt
work.
Smith. So I
I
did
started
it.
with.
It like doesn't even
started
work
with
that
Baker.
way.
Well, okay.
Oh, is
So
it?
there's street cred there,
Cool.
but I never thought I'd get into it. As a matter of fact, Sarah Snitch in the chat room got me into it. Thanks, boo.
I'm still waiting to start.
But I did. I was basically like
You're
I
not a
did.
Whovian yet?
No.
I did the first 15 minutes of A New Hope, and then I watched entire Empire Strikes Back, and then I watched A New Hope, and then I went and watched Return of the Jedi. That's
is
essentially
wrong
what I'm
with you?
doing. That's what it feels like. It feels all backwards,
Yeah.
but it's timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly. Who cares, right?
What about Battlestar, what about the Battlestar Galactica reboot?
I only watched, I think, like 2 and like.
I watched the entire thing,
And
and I liked it.
okay, like one of the best sci-fi series ever.
It's like saying, well, I watched the episode
Next
33
only
minutes,
to
and then I went back
Firefly.
to
Yeah.
yeah.
Actually, I've never
Firefly.
seen Firefly either.
I watched like
Yeah.
I watched like 2 seasons of.
Blow your mind.
I watched like 2 seasons
How
of.
have you
Never,
Battlestar.
seen-
never seen The Godfather.
Me neither.
Yeah, okay,
What?
Godfather,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the Dada. Have you seen Godfather?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dada
no,
knows what's
sorry,
up. That's my
no.
boy
It's
in
you
there.
and Dada in this room.
Well, you know, I'm a big mob movie fan, so I, mean, I like Donnie Brasco and
Donnie
and
Brasco is
Casino and all those.
Yeah.
I'm all about
Goodfellas.
it. Goodfellas, yeah.
I haven't seen Goodfellas.
Untouchables.
I was gonna I watched all of Battlestar Galactica in like a week. I was like,
Wow.
Oh, we watched it.
You were that Portlandia.
So I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it as it went.
Oh,
Yeah.
So like that season that everyone doesn't like.
That's
it's
intense.
like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
when I-
that's when I dropped
When they're on
off.
the planet.
Yeah, I just
Oh.
powered through it, and it was fine.
The thing with
I
that.
still haven't actually seen that
We
season.
watched it when it was on the air because I forced
No,
her
no, no,
to.
no, no. You watched it when it was on the air.
All right.
Let's be clear.
All right. So I watched it when it was on the air, and that was aggravating because you have to wait a week
Yeah.
in between
Yeah.
every. Yeah, that was awful.
Not the
And
best
then-
way to do that.
And then you have the planet season when they're on New Earth.
Yeah.
And
I haven't gotten there.
So I won't.
Oh yeah, I did. I did get there.
Have you gotten off?
No, I didn't get off. No,
Okay.
because I couldn't take it. I was
Okay,
like,
here's the thing. No. I know, but they
Take the filter off the lens, God.
but they give
awesome.
they know they give it to you in the end. They're like, look,
I heard that. I
we
heard it's
made
worth
you
it.
go through all
Yeah,
of
I
this,
wouldn't
so
know.
we're gonna reward you for
I-
sticking through.
I still have.
and
Yeah,
here you go. And
I haven't
one
yet.
of my favorite sci-fi moments in TV is actually
Can
in
I
that
be?
season.
Can I be a scoundrel for a second?
Yeah.
I just watched that scene.
Oh!
I was like, screw this. I'm just gonna watch that.
Was
scene.
that not?
It was
all right.
amazing.
So
it was
spoiler
amazing.
for those of you who not watched Battlestar Galactica. This is a spoiler alert. So mute your thing right now, and I'll wave my arm so you can
Like
unmute
this?
it. When they get into the atmosphere and the FTL in the atmosphere,
Yeah.
and you get that like boosh, and
Yeah.
things are burning around them, and they're launching vipers off the side, and that's the moment where I'm like, yes,
Yeah, that was
this.
that was GG.
Okay, now you can.
Good
now
game.
You can
Everyone go
come back now. That was amazeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have not seen Machete Order, although I want to. We also have not watched Sci-Fi's Ascension miniseries yet. And yes, he was referring to New Caprica.
No, I was not referring to New Caprica. That was a no.
It was like a spin-off.
Yeah, not Caprica, the spin-off. New Caprica.
Was it new? Wasn't it new? Oh yeah, it was New Caprica. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yep.
Says the man who watched everything? What's
I
wrong
did-
with
no,
you?
no, no,
I
I
didn't
just-
watch
I
it
got
and I
the-
knew what was
I got
going
a
on.
detailed
Yeah,
one.
okay.
Did New Caprica
cool.
what?
Yeah,
have a question.
thank you.
Season what?
Thank you.
Did the star that kept New Caprica warm, was that Capri Sun? Just kidding, I had to.
Wow.
Ba-boom.
That hurts. That just hurts right
The
there.
best daddest joke of all dad jokes. Oh my god. I need to go home and punish myself. I just
I feel like
grounded.
for After Dark,
That's
we need a
funny.
different
Color?
Maybe green.
Red?
Oh, whoa, you can do it's Vegas.
Oh wait, no, I can hang on.
Hello from the
Rave?
I can
future.
do
Rave
From
Good.
tomorrow.
Oh,
Do it.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Speaking of tomorrow,
boom! Everyone's
cats and boots and cats and boots, cats in space and space and space.
everyone's there you go.
That one.
Have you guys, speaking of tomorrow and space,
Yes.
there's a new Disney show coming out called Miles from Tomorrowland.
Yes, we saw that
Yeah.
when we were at
You
Disney
know
World.
what's
We were
cool?
on the bus and we saw the thing. And we were like, oh, what is that?
It's for little kids. It's like a Dora the Explorer
Yeah,
show,
it
but it
looks
actually looks really cool. I was watching a bit of it. I can't tell you how, but it's cool because all the characters are named after space things.
Yeah?
Did you know this? Did you know
No.
this? So it's like mom's name's Phoebe, and then oh my gosh, I forgot his sister's name, but his dad's name is Leo.
Shut
and everybody in the
up.
rooms are like, "What's that got to do like the constellation?" I'm like, "No, let me educate you," because I have like incorrectly responded to Leo so many times for the low Earth orbit,
That's
and they were just like, "What?" And then not
hilarious.
only that, their family name is Callisto.
Oh,
So his name is
awesome.
Leo Callisto, which is awfully close to Leo Camacho. New cosplay. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
Which, by the way, you do.
Wow.
I do.
So,
I do
all right,
cosplay.
now you need to make all of the 12-year-old girl.
Oh,
Because I think
someone's asking about Disney bounding in here. I
Yeah.
saw.
So what the hell is Disney bounding versus
Versus
cosplay?
just
You
regular
don't have to
Disney
do your business.
cosplay.
We don't want to.
Nate, you want to go? Here are the keys to my car.
I'll just sit in the back and laugh at you for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's
Here's
cool.
how I get Nate into this. He's always just like, dude, all that Disney stuff you do is so lame. When can I be in it? Right?
Whoa, whoa,
And I'm
whoa,
just
whoa,
like,
whoa.
and then I'm like, we don't need a Mulan yet.
Oh!
I got
That's
nothing,
what he
man.
does. It's funny because we're friends. Anyway,
Correction.
we were friends.
Thank you. As of 20
At the
seconds
time,
ago.
I'm saying at that time
Right.
when
At
I made
that
the
time,
joke,
yeah.
it was great.
Right.
So Disney bounding is when you dress in regular clothes that are themed after or styled after or modeled after Disney characters. And a good term for it is like when you color block your clothing to sort of match Disney characters. So for example, if you're going to Disney bound Ariel, you don't actually wear a wig with a fork and seashells. You might wear green jeans and a purple shirt and maybe a red hat or something.
So
like
have
that.
you Disney bound Ariel yourself?
I haven't yet, but I have Disney bound female characters. I did Snow White and I did Dory from Finding Nemo.
Have you done Maleficent?
Maleficent?
Maleficent.
Yeah.
It would be like a purple shirt. It'd be,
you
it'd
can
be
do-
easy,
you-
right?
so
Like
that's
a
the thing.
purple
Super
shirt,
easy.
That's the thing.
black
You can,
pants. And,
You need like a black leather jacket.
you can do
though.
the same character so many different ways.
Oh yeah, you need like if
See? This is what happens.
If you got
this
into
is what
the
happens.
Matrix, right? Remember those old Matrix leather jackets? You just need one
Old,
of
I
those.
still what?
You right?
Aren't they still cool?
Actually, take your Darkwing
no,
Duck
my
stuff.
very first cosplay was Neo from X-Men from
love
Matrix.
So
Nice.
Neo Leo.
So do you still, if you still have the coat, you're set like for Maleficent.
Yeah,
you need
Maleficent.
that, and then you need a purple thing, and then you just need some sort of green something.
Very precise purple thing.
Purple thing.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That
No, I
dresses
did.
up
I
a
did
lot.
Philip and Sarah Snitch did Maleficent.
So
for that
why
one.
the hell do you do this?
I mean, it just started
that's
off
the best question.
the hard.
I don't care about any of this other. Why do you do this?
Because we're Disney Parks geeks, right? We
yeah,
go to Disney
yeah.
all.
Okay, so
the
originally
time.
it started because
But we don't dress up.
adults, people after 10 years and older, can't go in costume to Disneyland. So
Well, I did not know you can. Actually, I thought no one could go in costume, but
No,
little
children
kids can.
can.
I suppose that makes sense because
Because a 10-year-old girl's not going to get confused for Snow White, but
No,
a 25-year-old girl dressed as Snow White might get confused.
Okay.
Right.
So it was a way for people to go to the parks in character without being in character. It's a way to sort of bypass the rules. It's a loophole. And then it picked up as a little trend. I started doing it just for fun, but and doing photo sets and putting online. And then we just saw that this whole community was sort of rallying behind this idea, and we were inspired by the community feedback, and the community just wanted more pics and stuff. So we just kept doing it, and now it's progressed onto YouTube, and now we just do it all the time. We actually just
How
recently.
often is all the time?
We go to Disneyland every other weekend, generally.
Noob.
If not every weekend. We're going tomorrow. I've already extended the invitation. But
I
we were.
already
can't
told him what
go
our job
tomorrow.
constraints are.
But tomorrow is right now.
I already.
Get it? That's.
Yeah.
your
Oh
thing.
yeah. Well, on this show we do yesterday's news today on tomorrow.
That's timey-wimey, wibbly wobbly.
It is.
Yeah. But you guys should Disney bound with us. We actually just wanted Disney
tomorrow.
bound. We were just the grand marshals at Walt Disney World.
Yeah, we were
Well,
there.
we were there.
What? You guys? Why did you text me?
Are you?
You think we want to be caught with someone like you Disney bounding
We
while
were-
we're there?
yeah, we were
Right?
That's
on
I
very
was,
true.
and not only that, I was Disney bounding as Wally, the most like futuristic
Yeah.
thing. It would have been so
Yeah,
perfect.
I would have been like, okay, I don't know these people.
I think
don't know
that was
what's
our
going on.
Epcot day.
We
actually.
were-
Which
we
day?
were. Yeah, I think the day that they were grand marshals, I think we were at Epcot that day.
Yeah.
No, we were all there at the same time. We went for our yearly. Well, thing is that
You
we
guys-
have been to places where you have been mobbed before. And
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
we met up with you at D23. We
That's
were like, hey,
right.
Leo, how's it? What is with the circle of 12
Oh my god!
girls?
You're like,
and
Yeah.
Leo, you just keep getting pushed back.
Pretty much,
by
and we were like, "Hey, you know what? We'll talk to you some other time."
yeah, I was like, and you had the Google glasses on.
Yup.
Yeah,
like,
I still have them in the
love
closet.
you,
yeah.
but it's gonna happen some other time.
I still have them in the closet.
Yeah.
I don't even wear them.
When Leo told me about the show, he's like, yeah, and we can go to Disney afterwards. And I was like, maybe we shouldn't carpool.
What's wrong with Disney Park?
No, I actually had
God.
like an amazing time when I went with you guys last time. Because we went after the show last time I was
Yeah,
here.
because we're awesome.
Yeah.
And it was super fun. Like you hear and like see all the little secrets.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But like if I'm going with Leo,
Right?
I'm never going to be able to do anything.
I know.
It's not that bad, guys. It's not that terrible.
It is, in fact, that bad. We have seen it.
I like this question. Fan of Doctor Who and Disney, are you actually 12? No, I'm 14. Idiot.
Duh.
Come on.
Come on.
And actually, someone said, is so Disney bounding like mainstream cosplaying? It sort of is. There's a term for it. They call it, everyday cosplay.
Everyday cosplay.
Everyday cosplay, yeah. And it's actually really big in the Doctor Who community. Like
But,
people dress
okay.
up as their own Doctor Who's. And
Oh, we
stuff.
But
see
aside
that all the
from
time,
that-
actually, even
Yeah.
at Disneyland. Yeah, it's kind of awesome.
Aside from that, you do also do cosplay.
yeah, like
as
real
some
cosplay.
Disney
Have you gone as a
characters.
Dalek yet?
No. Oh. Well, no, but Sarah Snitch has
I'll
done
go
the
get you a
TARDIS,
plunger.
so maybe I should do that. Yeah, I'll just go around poking people. Exterminate.
That would be actually both your Dalek. It could be like your everyday cosplay, just you with a plunger.
Yeah.
Just-
And Christmas
Okay.
ornaments randomly hanging off my pants. Like,
No comment.
that's what
comment.
Daleks kind of look like.
Oh
I-
man.
Yeah, no, I do a lot of Disney cosplay, but video gaming, comic book. The next one I'm doing, here you go, After Dark exclusive. 'Cause I haven't
Boom!
heard
This is
about it.
happening.
Here's your little thing. I'm doing Winter Soldier is my next one, so I got the arm and everything. It's gonna be cool.
Cool.
I'm excited.
That'll be fun.
I'm a nerd. Nate, what's your next cosplay?
0.
Zero? Like the dog from Night Before Christmas,
So
or
okay,
the
wait,
robot
wait,
from
wait,
Mega
wait.
Man, or
So
My
different.
next cosplay is business professional Leo.
oh, that would be
Why
a
don't you
costume
wear that
for
one
you.
to work?
That would be a real leap for you. I think so far
Actually,
out of
yeah.
your comfort zone.
So the last time we had you guys on, it was 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And you were about to go away,
I did.
Yeah.
to do a bunch
And
of
unfortunately,
stuff,
he just got.
Yeah.
and you just got
I just
back.
get back and on the show again.
So
Yeah.
so what have you been doing in our absence?
So I went to the International Space University.
What did you dress up as?
A
Googling
professional
it, I
worker.
suppose?
All right.
But
He was
I-
in disguise
do
the
much
whole
work.
time.
Yeah.
No.
So wait, so explain International Space University because this sounds like something that
That's not real.
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, is this a
It's a
D-Man?
make-believe
Yeah.
place with
This
space.
This is a
Diamandis
Diamandis
It
production.
is, yeah.
Mhm.
In the Cult of Peter, which
Yes.
I still
The
belong.
Cult
yeah.
of-
Our Lord Diamandis,
Yes.
who art in space.
It's an interdisciplinary space school, so they teach you about business, policy, law. I had done the master's program before I started working at XPRIZE,
Awesome.
and then I went back to help teach. I actually found my fiance there.
Aw.
Oh yeah, which by the way, now that you say that, there was a question. Nate, why is Nate Wong so hot? Is he taken? The answer is
Yes.
Yes, he's taken.
Yeah.
He
Well,
recently
well,
got
wait.
engaged.
That only answers the second part of the question. The first part of the
Oh
question.
yeah, why are you so hot?
Why are you so hot?
Yeah, what? How did you acquire your genetics?
Well, I'm like a perfect fusion of Chinese, German, and Swiss.
Oh.
So I'm like a hot pot fondue.
Yes.
He's thought about that. You know he has.
I just came up with that one on the spot. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was really
That was
good.
amazing.
Nice.
That was so good. Put that on your resume.
Yeah. Nathan Wong.
Hot
Seeking
pot
opportunities
fondue.
in hot pot fondue.
Your next startup company, Hot Pot Fondue.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like it.
That was amazing.
I like it.
Um,
So international space. So keep going.
Yeah, so I was helping do some teaching there, specifically in the master's program, but they also have summer programs that travel around the world each year. So last year it was in Montreal. This year it's in Athens,
Nice.
Ohio.
Dang.
Oh.
I was trying to explain to people at work that I wanted to go to Athens for ISU, and they're like, "No, I want to go to that one." I was like, "It's Athens, Ohio." And they go, "Yes, you can go to that one." And then the year after, it'll be in Israel.
Wow.
So that's just a 9-week course.
Pretty cool.
So can anybody go into
Anyone
these things?
can go. So
Okay.
when I did my master's class, it's a majority of scientists and engineers, probably
Right.
about 70%. But we had one lawyer who does space law. We had 2 doctors
I mean, experience alone
that
must
go
be
in.
amazing.
Yeah, we had a tourism major. It's really starts though like you start at the ground floor and build everything up, but just very spread out.
Interesting.
So there's no equations at ISU.
Now you know there's going to be a fan site for you soon. Hotpotfandue.com.
Yeah,
Yeah.
someone's already.
They already figured it out?
They got the Chinese plus German. It's beautiful. There's people talking about.
Yeah. So that will actually probably be a thing. It was hotpotfondue.com
Hotpotfondue.
will be your fan site.
Okay.
And just so you know, it will be slightly creepy.
You know, it will. It's all animated.
I've
GIFs.
actually seen some of Leo's fan sites.
Oh my God!
So
Wait,
I
you have
understand
I
the
can see
level
that.
of creepiness that
They're
it can
fun.
maybe get.
I appreciate them.
And
if
no,
you're in the room, I love
Don't
it.
worry, I understand that.
Don't kill me. You know.
You know.
Well, there's Mrs. Leo Zombie. That's a fan. I love that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's the Snitch Zombies, which is dedicated to me and my girlfriend. And then,
Wait. So what's your Twitter handle?
Nathan P. Wong.
oh yeah,
Okay. And you're.
Nathan P. Wong, Nathan Pwong, if you'd like to follow him.
So all right, went super creative on that one. And then Leo Zombie. Just
I'm
'cause
Leo
you're
Zombie.
because you're a fan of zombies.
Yeah,
Or
well,
because-
it's funny. Only on Twitter I'm Leo Zombie. Everywhere else I'm Mr. Leo Zombie. I added a credential there, but the whole idea was I needed to
Esquire.
tweet like right away at somebody, and Leo Camacho was taken, and I was like, I'm like huge Romero fan, and so I was just like zombie, Leo Zombie, and then I tweeted angrily, and then people started tweeting me back, and I was like,
Was someone wrong on the internet?
Yes.
Someone, can you believe it?
I know.
And I was like, I can't sleep. I must defend what is right.
I
And
have
so-
yet to come across this.
Someone being wrong on the
Yeah.
internet? You've never seen someone wrong on the internet?
I've just seen
Nate
a,
only
I've just seen a
hangs
lot
out
of
on
facts
the
on the internet that
A lot of
I
facts.
assume.
Yeah,
are correct.
Reddit always correct.
But I assume. Oh, that would make for a good YouTube channel.
By the way, when-
Someone you have to you read something, you have to just assume that fact is correct and then lie it out somehow.
Do it
Yeah.
yourself
The
videos.
Earth is hollow.
Oh,
Bong!
that's why there's an echo.
Well, I mean, every time I open up a globe, it's empty inside.
That's because
that's a realistic model of the Earth.
I just
actually, you know what would be awesome? We should
Right?
fill that
I
with
don't
those
understand.
cheese,
Oh, some
those little
I didn't know
cheese
that.
snack things.
Yeah.
like those
Cheesy puffs.
Cheesy puffs, yeah.
Cheesy
Fill that
balls.
with cheese, like cheesy
Let's
puffs.
find out what's at the center of the Earth.
And then that'd be great.
yeah.
Cheesy puffs.
No, the cheesy puffs are the moon.
Oh, that's the moon. I keep saying that's the Earth. It's the moon.
Okay,
The moon is not a planet.
That's not true.
So
I read on Wikipedia.
Excuse me, Mr. Representative of the Google Lunar XPRIZE.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the moon and not the Earth. Just so you know, you can tell because
This
of the way
is
it is.
a ball. This is not the moon. This is a ball in your living room. This guy, he thinks he knows.
Seriously. Okay.
By the way, I just want to say, no one's ever wrong on the internet. And when Nathan and I first met, he just walked into my house fresh off of the plane. And,
So he just,
sat
like,
down.
he
I
didn't
had
knock or
driven,
anything,
I
he
had
just
driven
walked
all the
in
way from Wisconsin.
He drove from Wisconsin.
In my uncle's 1985 Chevy Blazer.
That sounds fantastic.
Wow.
Which the rear view mirror on it was questionable.
Everything was broke. I don't know how it made it
Taped
up or
on.
down a mountain. And I also drove it back. And
Because you had to return it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
It was like steam coming out of the thing. It was like the Pizza Planet truck. You know? And then he just like walks in my house, and I'm just like, "Hey, man." He's like, "Hey." We're like random strangers, you know. And he comes and sits down. We both like open computers, and we are both on Reddit, and we're just like, "Yeah, all right."
What's your
We'll be friends.
What's your Wi-Fi? He's like,
What's your-
Batcave. I'm like, okay. I like gave him the nod of approval. Yeah, this is okay. I can hang.
That's how you know that no one's ever gonna be wrong on the internet in
Yeah.
our house.
Agreed. Totally
Oh my
understand.
gosh.
nerds.
That's funny.
Nerds on this show?
Weird. We don't have those.
Let's see.
And no, don't worry. I'm not completely jealous that like most of our chat room is 90% male, and they're debating about who's hotter, Nate or
Nate
Leo.
or Leo.
That's cool.
It is a
I'm
tough.
sitting
That's
look,
cool.
Let's be honest.
No
that's a
big.
good question. That is a good
Let's
question.
do a poll right
Whatevs.
now.
Straw poll.
Put in
Someone
your
straw
one.
poll.
Put in your vote.
Number one. Type in the number one for Leo and the number two for Nate, and we'll see what happens.
What's going on?
What's going on, guys?
Seriously.
I love you, by the way. Don't forget when you're voting, just know that I love you. Nate hates you.
I don't really care what you think about me. I'm mysterious.
He's a loose cannon.
Mysterious.
Mysterious like that.
But there was a space question here. What do you think of Mars One? I'm curious actually about that one myself.
Hey, did you watch our interview with Baz Lodstrom?
Yes.
Lodstrom?
No.
I did not.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
So-
No, we interviewed.
So what do you
Baz
think?
from Mars
What do
One,
you think
yeah.
of Mars One?
What is it? 300,000 people signed up on opening weekend when they first released
Honor,
that to,
sure.
to be candidates, and
Well,
then,
that's just
and it
'cause
confirmed
there's
it
an
confirmed
interest.
it confirmed my theory that there are at least 300,000 crazy people in the world.
Right.
So minimum.
True dat.
Nate, what do you think?
No comment.
No
Right?
comment.
Yeah.
I think it's too soon to be open sourcing astronauts for.
They're doing
Mars.
another down select relatively soon. They should be doing an announcement at the end of the month. I want to say it's like the 24th or something like that.
I think we found with the like Google Lunar XPRIZE, it's tough to keep engagement and excitement up
Yeah.
for a very long period of time. And if they're able to do that, great, good
Right.
for them.
Yeah.
But I'm waiting to see them do that. But I'm not gonna say anything bad about them.
How long was
Yeah.
the Ansari X Prize?
10 years.
How long is Google
It's
Lunar
been
X
going
Prize?
on seven years now.
All right, so you got 3 left.
Yeah.
We have
Okay.
2 left.
Oh, you have 2 left.
Well, yeah, we're going in. Yeah.
2 left potentially.
Oh, 3 to catch up. Though.
3 to catch
Your
up.
math
Three
is
to catch up.
Yeah.
is correct.
I understand
I'm
what
looking
you're
at these
doing.
numbers, and there's a lot of interesting votes.
Are they
1.5.
messing with you? Is the internet messing with you, Leo?
There's one with 22
Little bit.
twos. There's one for 1.5, which is still a 1, so it counts for me. There's a 42 because that is the answer.
But I'm
That is
I'm
the ultimate answer to
but I'm
the
a 2,
universe,
so
life,
it's
and
okay.
everything.
Leo is number 1. 200. What is this? 200,000.
Gotta pick. The,
200,000.
Gotta pick the Euro Asian mix. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess honestly, I think that's the right answer. Is we just boil down to different flavors, like all of us in this room, sort of this melting pot of delicious, sexy people.
Oh my god, that's such an easy cop-out answer.
I know,
It's.
but I mean, variety's the spice of life, right? Why would you have to settle for one when you can have this whole nugget of?
Whoa, Leo. be
I'm
cool.
just saying.
After dark.
After
man.
dark, I'm getting real with you.
All right.
Is this show turning into something new that I'm not aware of?
No.
What's going on?
Might need to change those colors again.
Is the plumber here?
Why did everyone put their
I'm here
keys in
to
that
fix
bowl?
your cable.
Oh, goodness.
my god.
That's-
Oh, this is
not
great.
right.
Blending Disney and space topics. Pluto or Pluto?
Wow!
Ugh.
Who did that one?
Who that's from
Destructor- or no,
the
To Wicked.
WKD
To Wicked.
Yeah,
to Wicked.
yeah, to Wicked.
I still said the, didn't I?
Yeah,
I
you
still
did.
read internet the.
Yeah. Right. That's funny.
Yeah, Pluto or Pluto. Well, oof. How about Pluto on Pluto?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Again, we're going into
I didn't mean
weird-
it that way,
yeah,
but whatever.
that's-
We're after dark. I just imagine a drawing of Pluto like on the planet Pluto.
Right.
Or is it a planet?
Ow,
I'm
it's a
excited to see
Plutoid.
the new
Pluto-
the pictures
Plutoid.
of Pluto coming up.
No,
Sounds like a
that'd be
disease.
awesome.
It
Yeah.
does.
I've got a horrible case of Plutoids.
Better than measles.
Oh my gosh.
Too soon.
Too soon. Yeah. We're going to Disneyland tomorrow. Don't.
Oh, man.
That's
Oh man,
funny.
these questions are amazing. Now everybody's getting into the weird questions. Let's see.
Yes, once again, allow me to introduce you to the internet.
I love the internet. It's my favorite.
Is Flight of the Navigator accurate since you're a scientist?
TMR origin.
Wait, who's a scientist? Are you a scientist?
He's a scientist, sort of.
I'm an engineer.
That's close enough.
All right, so Flight
We're
of
all
the Navigator?
scientists.
You can't spell
I don't
engineer
know-
without
I
science.
don't know what Flight of the Navigator is.
Yeah.
Really?
That
You never
checks
seen
out.
Flight of the Navigator?
No.
What?
Oh.
What?
Uh,
Movie night.
I'm a TV.
He
guy.
watches every show on
Gotcha.
TV.
All right. That's,
Oh, except for fucking I don't remember already.
Firefly.
Except for Firefly,
It's
which
not
is
on
a
TV
show on
currently.
TV.
It was okay. So
It
it was
was
a
on
little
TV.
before my time.
Oh, he is a baby.
Yeah.
He's
How
a wee
old
lad.
are you?
27.
Just a
wow.
pup.
I'm just a
Look at this
baby.
one.
He's
Just
just a
a
little
boy.
puppy
mean,
dog.
Look at my numbers shoot through the
He
roof.
doesn't.
Everybody's like, toot. Oh my god.
Oh.
You need to go out and see the world.
Yeah.
I can show you the world.
Ah.
Dad joke number 2. Making it into the show. This is great. You guys are the best. You guys and those guys, you're all the best.
After this show, you're probably fired from every job you have.
Everything.
Ever.
I'm gone. Disney's
Ever.
like, that was cute for a while what we had there, but
We're done
Also,
with
can
you.
you talk about the? All
no.
right.
That's why he's on again.
No, that's why I'll be back in April.
Just curious.
Yeah. And then we'll have some
And then we
stuff
can
to
talk about things.
It's hard to contain. And I'm only saying this because I want to be a teaser right now, but it's super cool and
So-
everyone watching can be a part of it.
So you like being a tease?
Are you surprised by that in any way?
No, not at
You
all.
know how we-
Okay.
You know how we do. You know how we do.
wait.
Yeah, no, but it'll be awesome. And it'll be perfectly themed for you guys. It's going to be amazing. Amazing stuff. So come back in April. Or you should watch every episode.
Duh.
And then afterwards, you should continue to watch every episode. But
No.
specifically,
For the first time this year, we do not have a guest on our next show, and I'm
What?
I'm a little bit yeah, I know exactly. I'm a little bit dismayed.
Who do you want?
I don't. Can you? I
I got
right?
connects, man.
Here's the problem. Next week
Yeah.
is Valentine's Day.
Yeah, well, I'll find a single scientist somewhere. I'm
Right?
sure.
That's Tough to do.
Right?
You're really setting a high bar for me, pal.
Throw any
We
money.
need a single
Throw me-
engineer here. Hey,
Throw me anyone space related. I will pretty much take him at this point.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Let me ask.
If you can solve that, that'd be great. Actually, if you have tons of people, we have approximately 40 slots every year we need to fill.
Really?
Yeah, it's about how many shows we do.
Yeah, you know
So
what?
I need a lot of people that are interesting, that
Okay.
aren't just.
But
Gonna,
it can also be futurology in general.
that aren't gonna not watch Firefly.
We need some character as a person.
Futurology, Duda?
Futurology.
Yeah. Leo was asking.
Like
Pat?
just in general, future,
Sure.
or do they have to be space oriented?
We have a so I think you'll find that most things that talk future have a tie into space somehow.
Yeah, no.
Right,
But I
so
mean,
you
like,
talk
let's say it's like some 3D printing stuff. Like they're like foremost leader on like healthcare 3D printing.
No, for now we're still more. This
You're still
part of this
space
show is
oriented.
space.
Okay.
We're gonna break the shows out into different topics. So this is tomorrow space, and then we'll have tomorrow tech, tomorrow.
Oh,
whatever.
okay, yeah,
But
that makes
we're
sense.
not there yet.
That's cool. I'm really into that. I'm glad
I don't
you guys
think
have
we-
made this shift.
Actually, I don't think we. Oh no, we're in After Dark. We haven't really announced that super publicly, but we haven't mentioned
Not
it in
really,
After Dark,
no.
so, yeah.
You guys should. I know you guys were mentioning Reddit a lot. Where do you post?
On Reddit.
Yeah.
Reddit/r/TMRO.
Oh, you actually have your own subreddit.
Yeah.
All right, I'll follow it.
We're amazing. Like,
Apparently, I mean, so far it's my favorite show right now.
Yeah.
So.
Like right at
Right
this
this
moment.
second.
At this moment, this is your
Well, 'cause
favorite
I mean,
show because
'cause-
you're on it.
It's. I mean, I don't want to. Yeah.
It's great.
By the way, I love. So for those who don't think that Leo is not internet famous,
No. I don't,
plus, you can see his giant mug at Disneyland. You used to be able to down in Interventions
they just recently took it out.
and on Disney Cruise Line. So
Yes,
they have those
every Disney
giant,
cruise ship.
huge, gigantic screens. Did you see?
No.
And there's
Yeah.
a screenshot of like
I didn't
this
tell you about this.
huge, like multi-story billboard in front of the
So
pool
not right.
with Leo's mug. Like,
Yeah, and it's
like,
me. It was me talking about XPRIZE and Big Hero 6,
Mhm.
which is like awesome. It was like the culmination of everything I do in my life, and it was a really proud moment. They took it down, but it hopefully will be up again. You'll find out why in April when I come on. Just saying.
We'll find out tomorrow.
You find out. Well, that's good. That was a good pun, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, no, that was a crazy experience, man. That was so weird. It's like you're there all the time casually as a fan, and then when you actually get to be a part of something that you treasure so
Yeah.
much, it's like, oh my god. And that's why I feel like that's the appeal of the space industry is everybody feels that they're contributing a little bit to this grand endeavor of leaving our planet, and that's why everybody's so attached to it. I mean, even if you didn't build a part or contribute money or do anything like that, just witnessing it and being a part of that moment in history is the appeal.
There was somebody the other day that came through work. I won't mention any names, but it was somebody that we all know and love inside of the space industry, who was actually coming to visit somebody else, but happened to walk by and see me, and we took a couple moments to sort of just catch up and what have you. And she turns to me and says, "So do you feel like this is fulfilling for you? You really feel like you're doing your part, to the industry?" And it was funny because I almost took offense at first. It almost felt like,
Screw you!
well, I mean, yeah, I'm just making coffee, right? But I know that her intent wasn't to be insulting to me.
Right.
Does that
right,
make
right.
sense? And it ultimately, when I did sort of meditate on it, yeah, I do.
Yeah. Well, literally, you're fueling the people.
No, I do.
Think
When
about
I
it, yeah.
started to think about it, I started, kind of giving out the statistics and what have you, and I said, yeah, we're doing like 140 pounds of coffee a day. 100.
What?
We
That much? Well, it makes sense.
I have
right.
no idea. Look
I've
at
walked
her.
through space.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
a lot of people.
We
crazy.
give out,
Everybody's shaking there.
brew it,
Weird.
brew
Not
about,
because of the coffee.
No.
give or take
that,
100.
that steadies their nerves.
Yeah, right? It's crazy. It's really insane. And 50 pounds of that is about 50 pounds of that is espresso.
Oh my god, you guys are drugging your
It's-
mind.
it's
That's
insane.
crazy amounts
It's-
of caffeine.
It's insane. So yeah, so it's not just like I feel like I'm busy.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I know I'm busy. I know why I'm
you have
busy.
you have analytics that prove you're busy.
Yeah. And so ultimately, yes, I did feel I am. I am fulfilled doing what it is I'm and I've got this on the side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
This is
then there's this little
this is
show
your
I've got
little
going.
side girl.
But
your
She's doing-
mistress.
She's doing kind of. She's doing really well though. I
Yeah,
mean,
you guys
the
are killing it.
crowdfunding stuff. Yeah, that helped a lot.
Yeah.
You guys are amazing.
Patreon
Yeah.
is such a
Patreon's-
revolutionary.
It
thing.
really is.
It's
I
crazy.
can't say because we did Epic before that.
Yeah.
And which was obviously a backronym, and we did okay, but nothing like even remotely close to even one episode on
Right.
Patreon, and we do 4 per month. I mean, it's completely changed.
So you guys are every
Look
week.
every week. I mean, look at how much stuff just in the
I,
couple
I,
of
I mean, when I walked in here, I was like, "Whoa, you guys have just
almost know what you do.
skyrocketed."
Ho,
Oh,
Yeah, no.
I think when
amazing.
we were on here last, it was Dotta's first show. First and second.
Oh, it was.
Oh my God, was
Yeah.
it really?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, he's like a pro in there now. He's just like it looks like he's piloting a Gundam.
Yeah.
You know, he's like 49 buttons, pedals, and
I have them fooled.
you were tricked real good. Like he's chained to that desk. You guys just toss him a sandwich.
Yeah.
and
Wait, we
mayo.
tossed him a sandwich?
Well,
Yes.
if you call it a sandwich, it's just mayo and mustard between
Yeah,
bread.
all right. Why would I grind them first?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you silly.
I mean, that requires work.
The colored lights, yeah. Oh, cycle the lights.
Oh,
There's
we're
telling
supposed to
you
cycle the lights? All right, hang on.
Yeah, hold
hang
on. Mini
This-
club.
This takes a second.
We should just be really
you
bored.
want this one. Oh,
No, this is an I Love Lucy episode
that's, what's going on
that
there?
occasionally turns into Yoda.
That's, no, you need chases. There we go.
Oh, there. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go.
I don't know what's
That's
Wow,
going on
you
now.
broke
Oh, and I need to-
everything.
I'll
And
get
you
that
just
button. There we
there,
go.
the
That's so
one.
much
That's
better,
the,
thank you.
You would all contribute on Patreon.
Can someone just take a screen cap of us not being excited? Like, there should be an animated GIF of the colors changing, and it's just. I want that. I want that. Please make that a GIF. It's like, it's a party. No, it is not.
We
I do not party.
We take this very seriously.
This is about space. No.
Oh, good heavens.
Oh yeah,
We
what
are
is it?
engineers.
We are engineers. We do not have humor.
We do not have humor.
It's so funny. Like our German team, they're so fun. They're like the funnest team, right? They create all this like super fun content.
But they
got
don't
cool logos.
understand jokes.
But then like you tell them a joke, and sometimes they're like, yeah, and they like validate, like they find the math behind what you said. You're like, no, I was joking, man. Like, but they're like, oh, okay, I have brought you beer. I'm like, oh my god, they did literally from Germany. They brought me this big, huge bottle of beer. I'm like, you guys are the best.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
they're amazing. Hell yeah, it's rocket science. Check them out.
The
They're
blue
cool. Shout
is
out.
pretty. That's why we do it in blue.
Yeah,
I
the
like
red matches my
blue.
shirt.
Yay!
That is super
I think that's the
blue.
spaciest.
I like it.
I've turned. We normally it's down. So that's normally it's right about here. I think that's the level I like
That's
it. at.
when you
This
wanna
is-
get
This is
cozy.
just obnoxious, and then we can make it like purple.
Purple is one of my red and purple, my favorite colors.
That's kind of a very spacey way of looking at the. Right, purple means future. Oh, so I was telling you about the mug. We showed.
Oh,
we showed,
yeah.
We
Tell
showed
me
everyone else
about
on the
this.
show. So you know, Monorail purple and Monorail pink are forbidden colors at Disney,
Mhm,
right? So they came out with the.
You know, Nate.
Because, so have you been to Disney World?
Yes.
Okay, so the Disney World monorails predominantly are white, but they have a color stripe on them, and that's how they identify one from another. So the one with the red stripe is monorail red, et cetera, et cetera. Unfortunately, in 2009, there was a fatal accident between monorail pink and monorail purple. And when I say fatal, I do mean fatal. And unfortunately, because of that, since then, Disney has basically forbidden any sort of merchandise because of it's a bad,
Right.
you know.
They pulled all the pins, pulled all of it, right? You cannot buy any modern day pink or purple monorail
Yeah.
stuff. So they came out with
So naturally-
Starbucks came out with a new series, and it's not just for Disney stuff. It's while you were here.
It's called You Were Here series. So you've seen the Starbucks mugs from like
Oh.
Chicago or LA or New York. They did some very specifically for Disney and the Disney parks. So when you go to Magic Kingdom in Disney World, you can get a Magic Kingdom Disney World mug that says You Were Here. This is the Epcot mug.
Right, and Epcot
each
is
one has-
predominantly blue and purple, so
Yes.
they chose blue and purple. Also, Epcot has a monorail line. It's predominantly how you know it, so they put the monorail on there.
Oh.
Right.
In
got
purple.
you.
They realized what they had done, but we picked these up the very first day they were out because we happened to be there at the same time you were there. And so
Wow.
they were out. They were out on the shelves for 2 days, I think it was, 3 days.
Maybe 3, yeah.
And then they
Jesus.
pulled them, and now they're going for like $400, $500 on eBay.
That's crazy. Good catch.
Yeah, but the You Were Here collection.
We actually, I think
That's the bad part. It's like, you remember when this happened? And you're like, I was there.
But actually, I don't feel like that's what that mug conveys at all.
No, not at all.
Oh.
But Disney's all about the details. So.
They are about the details, and actually, I really enjoy. I like that mug a lot. I hope they come back out with it again
With a different color, maybe.
with a different color. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you ever going to drink out of that?
No.
I don't know, maybe.
World's most useless coffee mug.
Yeah.
Yeah, as are most of our. I think this is the first time I've had anything in this mug, like, ever.
That's a cool one. I like that one a lot. I need to get one of those.
We got this at D23.
I like the.
Thank you,
Pride
Donna.
mug, too.
D23.
Are all your mugs? Oh, you got it that year?
Yeah, that year, well, because it was the last year.
Yeah.
Right after I think we saw you, we were like, screw this, and we left and we went over to whatever that store is called.
Yeah.
The one that only
The
Captain
D23 store.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name right now.
Yeah.
Sarah probably knows. Yeah, you guys excited about the next one though?
Yeah.
About the iPhone? What'd you say?
The next one, D23. We were just speaking about it.
I almost got Sorcerer's tickets, but you know how expensive those are?
No.
They're about $2,500 a pop.
Well, then get
And then
four.
I said, nope. They used to be $1,000, and at $1,000, I could kind of almost justify it to myself. The difference being, you know how maybe not you because you're you, but you know how the mere mortals have to stand in lines for everything.
What's line?
Yeah, exactly. So you want to do anything, and you're standing in these
Yeah.
obscene lines. The Sorcerer's tickets are like fast passes,
Just go.
but for everything. So you
It's like having your own plaid.
it's like having your own plaid, and so you're basically paying for the right to you get your own area in the front row.
I mean, if you're like super hardcore Disney fan, it would be worth it.
Yeah, well, we are super hardcore
But
Disney
with
Parks fans.
with a ridiculous amount of expendable
Yeah.
right?
And at $1,000, I could kind of, sort of, almost justify it to myself.
Sure.
But at $2,500,
It's
that
just-
was
it's
like
way
even
too
at
much.
It's not even that big of a
$1,100.
convention. Like, I mean, yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
people go, but it's not like overwhelmingly huge.
That's where we saw that's where the Tomorrowland stuff first started getting shown.
Yeah.
And I will say, so I don't know. I'm just going to talk about Tomorrowland for a moment now.
I don't mind.
So there was the whole like thing where they found the box underneath in the archives and went through it, and I was super stoked about Tomorrowland at that time because I'm like, oh my god, this is brilliant. This is a really interesting idea. For those who don't know, the concept was they were going through old archives and they found this weirdly labeled box in the Disney archives. And the
It
thing
was
is,
labeled only like 1952, wasn't it, or something dumb like that?
So the thing is, it had all this truthiness to it, right? So it was actually it was a story wrapped in truth.
Yeah.
So there are these archive kind of things, and all of this stuff generally exists except for this specific box. So they're talking about this box, and they open it up, and there's all this weird stuff in it, and they start seeing this. What?
The chat room is convinced that I'm a hitman hired by Disney to break that mug when you're not looking. Like they sent me in, they're like, Leo, boom! We've acquired the location of one of the purple tram mugs. We need you to get over there. We need you to do some spacey stuff and then get to work.
You know what's funny is we've talked about it now multiple times on the show. We never would have mentioned it if they hadn't pulled it. I never would have actually noticed.
In a million years, yeah.
Yep. Had they not pulled it,
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
But somebody would have.
I'm
Someone
sure
on the
someone
internet
did.
would have been right.
Look how many fans I have.
Nathan, they are a big fan of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Continue. Yeah.
box going through all this stuff. There was like this whole. The concept was there was this whole underground society of Tomorrowlanders essentially that Walt kind of headed up, or was he was a part of, and it was this almost secret society, I guess.
Yeah.
And then there were supposed to be like these tunnels underneath Disneyland and all this really cool stuff, or at least these planned
Which
tunnels.
there are not. FYI, there's one tunnel.
What?
Disney World, yes.
What? So, but that's actually where the truthiness part of it, because we know there's the utilidors at Disney World. So maybe they had something similar at Disneyland, but we never knew about it. Like
Maybe it was part of the plans.
maybe
but
it's part of it. Well, but obviously none of that. But that's where the
Sure.
storytelling was awesome. And then
Right.
the trailers start coming out, and
Oh, how do you feel about the trailer, by the way?
I am not digging on it.
No.
No, most of
The
The
everyone
Super Bowl
else.
trailer did not like. The original.
Hey, got a little
Oh,
friendly.
hey.
Hey, Tomorrowland.
The
Yeah.
original trailer was brilliant and
I'm
captivating.
Yeah.
I think we've moved into an area now.
God, it's
where
almost like not. It's killing me.
it's,
Yeah.
I
it's
talk to you guys about this. Right
Instead
now.
of a secret
It's
society,
killing me.
it feels like it's going to be like that pin that you touch and you move into an almost alternate universe where you don't have to say anything, where you then
yeah.
are transported to a place where if you can dream it, you can basically do it. And I have always hated that about even like the Disney fireworks show where they're like, you just need to dream and it will come true. And I'm like, no, you need to put work in.
It's the secret.
You need to put work in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. There was a comedian who made a joke about that. And he's like, so if a starving kid in Ethiopia dreams about a sandwich, is it just going to appear? Like,
yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah. So I don't like that lesson, and I feel like this is just a continuation of that lesson based on the trailers, which could be wrong.
Okay. Just want to make sure you
No,
actually
no.
saw it. All right.
You need to repeat it for the chat room.
The chat room is saying, Nathan, you get used to it. We non-Disney people have just come to accept them as people.
yeah. We're barely people.
We're not quite people though.
we're Reploids. We're just some sort of android that talks about Disney.
So I'm not digging on the
Yeah.
recent trailers,
Yeah.
and I hope that is not the direction they take. But I'm gonna see it regardless.
Yeah. Well,
Because how can I not see
let me
it?
just. Well, that's okay. So I feel like that's just the thing. You're gonna see it.
It doesn't
right?
matter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But it is definitely geared towards the family audience. Like 100% geared towards family audience, right?
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind.
Sure.
Yeah.
But what I guess even geared towards a family audience.
Like here's how I see it. Like everyone's hoping for Pirates of the Caribbean dark, right?
No, I just want them to
No.
go back to
No.
what they originally had at D23. I want that story.
He wants
Yeah.
something interesting and captivating, and
It can be still family.
sparks
I
the
just want the story they
imagination.
released at D23.
Right.
Okay. Well, sorry. Just kidding. Actually, I never saw what they released at D23, so I can't.
You were there.
Yes.
He was
You
busy
skipped-
and mobbed.
Wait.
I couldn't do anything.
You skipped the Tomorrowland booth.
Yes. Well, I thought that I skipped it. It's that I never reached it. I was with Tracy Hines, man. You don't move around when you're with Tracy Hines.
True dat.
You're just like cemented in place by walls of.
Here, they
Disney
have
people.
a Tomorrowland app that you can download,
Oh.
and it will tell you all of the different things that they found.
BRB.
But I don't feel like this is relevant to the movie anymore.
No, but it's relevant to
not.
my interests.
It is.
But it's
this-
fascinating.
So this is where Disney hooked me. This was amazing.
It's just Tomorrowland.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, just search your app store for Tomorrowland. This was amazing. The artifacts, the searching for stuff,
So-
the plus ultra symbol, all of that was
Plus
like.
ultras, man.
Oh
For
yeah.
Those
We
of you
saw-
who
so-
don't know, because there is a question in the chat room, Benjamin James.
Yes.
D23 is Disney's annual convention.
Biannual.
Biannual, I apologize, you are correct.
It's coming up this year.
Correct. This coming year.
Yes.
You were incorrect on the internet.
You're gonna have to leave the internet today.
How many seasons is it?
And 6 point wrong. Exterminate. Is it just Tomorrowland?
No, it's not that one.
That's for the electronic music festival.
Yes.
Clearly. Oh, did you guys hear all that controversy?
No.
Oh my gosh! So there's like a rave in Europe
This is
called
what the-
Tomorrowland, and that's why they couldn't name. Yeah.
That's what the. Whoops, sorry.
But
That-
is it just called Tomorrowland?
That's what the logo looks like. It's hard to say. Maybe.
Type in.
Oh, there it
search
is. There it is. I got
Okay.
it. Also, the Miles from Tomorrowland app, I noticed, is above the Tomorrowland app.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Maybe that's something you
Might be a thing.
might want to follow along.
Copy that.
Maybe.
Maybe not. Anyway.
Just saying, I really like Disney, and XPRIZE really loves Disney.
That's funny.
Let's see. What else we got? What do we got in this chat?
Johnny Boy, what Disney acronyms are you having issues with? What are we saying that?
D23 probably.
It's that actually is the name of the conference. If you
Yeah.
look up just
23
23 is like
D23,
rampant around Disney. What's the reason?
Wasn't that the year?
I think it was the year that he came to LA.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, it's
nerds.
But it's just it initially was just as much jargon as it was. I mean, as it is to you. But that's what it's called. It's not like we're shortening anything.
Right. It's called the D23 convention.
Yeah.
There was another question I saw earlier that I wanted. They said, "What's your favorite Disney attraction?"
Well, you are my favorite Disney attraction.
Everybody, like, what's your favorite Disney attraction?
You are.
Oh, I'm okay.
No, I would have to say Space Mountain at Disney World.
Oh, why? Disney World,
no,
you're wrong.
Space Mountain and Disney Paris.
Oh, that we haven't done yet.
Ooh, boy.
It's
It makes ours look like
Is
silly.
that's
supposed to be getting a
that's the
refurb.
punk, the
huge
steampunk one?
steampunk.
Yeah, it's steampunk. It's got the Nautilus parked outside, and then the inside is a fast indoor roller coaster that goes upside down. It's like a crazy one, and there's like giant asteroids, and you just zoom by them, and you go into warps. I mean, it's super cool.
I really want to do Disney Tokyo and Disney Sea specifically because
Yeah.
that's what Disney Sea was supposed to be here. In case you didn't know that.
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah, it was all part of the Westcott project.
Westcott, God.
I have a
But
shirt
there
that
is
says
no
West-
Eastcott.
No, I have a shirt that says Westcott. No, that was his code name.
I know.
Westcott,
Yeah. Here's a space one. Why don't we give Nate one? What's your favorite non-human mission?
No, wait. You've been to Disney.
Mission to Mars. Hey.
You've been to Disney. What was your favorite Disney ride?
Um,
If you went to Disney with us, you probably didn't go on any rides.
no, we went on the Star Wars one.
Was that awesome?
That was pretty fun.
All right. But what's your favorite? If you had to
Well,
pick
I
one?
like the space one at Epcot.
Oh, Mission Space.
Mission
Yeah.
Space. That's why.
That's my favorite.
So that's your
ride.
favorite non-human mission is Mission Space.
But my favorite non-human mission is probably El Cross.
Hellcross is cool.
Bombing the moon.
Bombing the moon.
Is Vax in the room?
Is always
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Vax Headroom. Vax helped program. Vax is basically the moon bomber.
He is,
the
but
one
he's
who-
not. Yeah, but
he's
he's
the
not in the
one-
room right now,
Oh my God.
sadly.
He is the one who programmed it. He did the GNC for it. He's the one who programmed it
Really?
to
Yeah.
actually drive it into the moon.
Dude,
Yeah.
that is an awesome.
That's why he
mission.
gets the if you pound.
Let's throw
if you
something at the moon
bang
so hard
Vax
it
Headroom.
buries itself in the moon, and then let's just look at the dust.
So my big gripe with that one was all
There you go.
the animations that NASA released were like
Moon
this
and bomber.
awesome plume that we're
Oh,
gonna come
yeah.
up, and then
Great.
you're watching it like a pixel changes, and we're all like, yeah.
It looked like Wile E. Coyote falling off a cliff, and then when he finally hits the
Yes.
ground, it's just like.
Yes.
But also like Mars Science Laboratory landing.
Oh.
Was,
Wow, dude, that landing, everybody's just biting.
My heart-
Oh,
yeah.
my heart was
we were
dropping.
at the Planetary Society's little gathering
Yeah, yeah.
over. Where were you guys?
I was in.
JPL.
Yeah, I was
I was
there
in,
too.
Yeah.
I was in Kennedy.
I was at the party though. I wasn't on the inside with Bill
Oh.
Nye. I was at the actual like party when everybody was outside like screaming. And
Oh man, yeah, that was
Yeah, we were helping
was
them
that was
broadcast.
nuts.
yeah. We were up in the
That must have been cool.
yeah.
What a cool moment in
Yeah,
history.
that was really cool.
I gave it a 10% chance of working.
I
Yeah.
lost bets with some of my JPL friends.
You thought
I-
it wasn't gonna work?
Oh no way!
Yeah, me
I'm
neither.
like, look, I kudos for you guys for taking a risk, but I don't know what green crack you were smoking.
What kind of space crack you smoking? Pal?
Yeah, I mean, there's just way too many points of failure here.
Yeah.
There's just no way you can't.
I know. I was just thinking, like, well, first of all, it's got to do this, and then it's got to do this, and then it's got to survive this, and
it has
then
to
it's
do-
got to do
and
this
it's got to do all of it flawlessly.
without anybody helping it. Right?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
just has to figure it out.
On
God.
its own.
and
yeah.
it did. Boom!
Dude, that's
I was totally
insane.
okay losing those bets.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the proudest loss of my.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Actually, I remember I got my cousin and a bunch of people that like are not space fans at all to watch it. They were just so thrilled. It's so, I don't know. It was an amazing moment.
The only downside is when you're watching it, you expect it, you for whatever reason you think you're going to see live coverage
Yeah.
of it landing. Obviously, you're not going to.
Yeah, it's like well,
There's, like,
they
a
just kept
camera
showing the
going behind
recreation.
it.
Yeah,
Watching
exactly.
it.
Like brrr, this IMAX camera.
It's on
floating
fire.
behind.
Yeah. But they kept showing that 3D.
I thought James Cameron was there filming.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So-
he was in the Mariana Trench. He couldn't be there that day.
Yeah. Sorry.
So obviously you're not going to get that, but you miss something in the moment when all you see is the control room.
Yeah.
You do get the humanity of it because they're all like,
Well, that's why everybody bonded with Bobek, the
Yeah.
Mohawk guy.
yeah,
Because he was just like the realest dude in there, and then he's emotional and he's doing his job, which he's amazing at.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, "That's me right now," right?
Yeah.
Like they projected themselves onto him, and
Yeah.
he's made a whole career out of it now. And he's such a great guy. But yeah, no, that you're right. Like living in that moment. I mean, and it's cool because it's our lunar landing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but it's not good enough. We need
No,
to do
we
better.
need to-
Our
let's
moment,
up it.
Our moment. Yeah, I mean, my grandfather was the one who did the lunar moment, right?
Right.
So we need to up my grandfather. Is really what it comes down to.
Right.
Challenge accepted, and we can go back.
Challenger.
We can go back to the moon, but then we need to continue on to Mars and be like, boom.
Yeah. No, I agree. Here's a good XPRIZE question. What's the next future incentivized based space prize?
That is a good question.
Yeah.
So we're starting to look at that right now for what happens after the Google Lunar XPRIZE. And so this year we might be doing a lot more brainstorming internally at XPRIZE to figure that out. We have a couple ideas.
But it'll
Space debris,
Yeah, that's a big
asteroid
one.
deflection. But we also sort of want to look at
terrestrial.
if there's Earth-based things that we can do for maybe smaller prize amounts that get the same sort of impact.
How familiar are you with other prizes? Like, how's the tricorder prize coming along? If you know anything.
I'm not very familiar with a lot of the other prizes.
I'm a little more familiar with them. The tricorder prize is going well. We had the.
Is in the requirements? Does it have to make the noise? Because
Yeah.
if not,
It has to be under 5 pounds. Digital device has to diagnose up to 10 different illnesses
And make
or
the
diseases,
tricorder noise.
and make the tricorder noise.
All right.
That's part of it. Well, we just had the Nokia Sensing finalists. They just won, and I feel like that technology will then be moved forward into the tricorder. But I've met some of the teams; they're doing great. Everybody's really excited about their equipment, and they're actually testing and developing it now. So we actually, when we announce the finalists for that, it will be the anniversary of Star Trek. I believe it's the 60th anniversary.
Oh yeah.
So it's actually happening.
Season what?
Which one? Yeah. No, it was actually interesting.
by the way, that is now going to be a thing.
I know.
Just so you know, in case you weren't aware, that is now a thing.
You shouldn't even look at people when you ask them like, season what?
Star Trek TOS. Sorry.
TOS? Yeah,
not
where are you guys?
TNG.
Where do you guys live? Because I just got back. I was earlier this year. I went to or late last year. I went to
Season
the,
what?
Season what? 2014. Star Trek London. The big con they had out there.
Nerd.
You know, what can I say? And it was actually kind of startling how many people. Well, I didn't expect this from a con, but how many people knew about XPRIZE already because of the Tricorder Prize.
Yeah.
But the big question is, what's your favorite Star Trek series?
All right, so we'll start with you. What's your favorite Star Trek series?
Well, Star Wars is my favorite.
That's how she answered.
Yeah.
That's how she answered.
I'm
straight
like-
out loud.
That's how I answer.
Sorry, it's gotta be an option.
I'm a Lucas hound, you know. Like
I
That's
grew up
fine.
with Next Gen. So,
You're Next Gen.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, so let me ask you
Although
guys.
the J.J. Abrams
I was about to
reboot-
ask you.
Yeah, the J.J. Abrams reboot, I'm digging on.
Yeah, I'm
the only
a
problem
fan.
is, of course, you like it because he took Star Trek and
Well,
turned it into
so
Star Wars.
that's what people always ask me. They're like, "So what did you think of the new Star Trek series?" I'm like, "Oh, they're the best Star Wars movies I've seen in a long time."
All right. So next question: J.J. Abrams and Episode 7.
I'm actually excited about it, simply
Because he
because.
threw out Lucas's script.
Yeah, well, they were like, yeah, because Lucas
I
said,
was
well,
like, yes!
they literally, yeah, he said like, here's the script I've been working on for Episode 7. They were like, great, we'll take a look at that in the trash.
Anyone have any
Yeah, but
lighter
they
fluid?
bought it. That's the key. They
They
were
made
like,
him feel better
and we will
about it.
purchase this
Like,
from you, and
it's
then promptly never
brand
use
integrity,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Like it shows that they care, and they're going back to a lot of.
But the other important part of that is, if they didn't purchase it from him, he could have taken that and done something else with
which
it.
no one would have bought.
Right,
They would have been
but
like, "This Jar
still,
Jar again, George."
Not
Sure.
necessar-
But you know the movie that he just came out with that he did all by himself that has been bombing. There was like some animated. I don't remember what the name of it is
God.
anymore. But so. If you don't buy his ideas from him, he will do what he
Let him
wants
go
with
ruin his
them.
own life. I don't, it's weird. But they're doing practical effects, which is cool. Like that's nice that a Star Wars movie's actually.
DS9.
For me,
What?
For me, it'll
Yep.
be like when they did the Hobbit movies. I'm super excited just to get back into that world
Sure.
and like see it and live it again.
Yeah.
Sure.
But they didn't even get close. Like, did you guys see the last Hobbit movie?
Yes.
I mean, it was just a hodgepodge of battle scenes and no character. I mean, it was weird. But there's like fan projects going on where people are editing all 3 movies down to one Hobbit movie.
Oh, that would
So
be
that was-
amazing.
Dude, right?
That was our gripe from the
I'll
beginning.
do
Even
that.
before we saw the first one, we're like, how did you take a book? Well,
they also
he took
did-
Lord of the Rings that was 3 books
Yeah.
that's this thick and turned it into 3 movies as it was
But then
originally
they also
intended
added
to
like
be.
other works, like other Tolkien works.
Yeah, it's just
Not
I,
much,
I-
not much.
It was like 3 Lord of the Rings books, and then the Hobbit book pulled out to the. It's like
Well, see, yeah, because the problem with the Lord of the Rings trilogy is like there was too much to put into one movie for each one.
In all fairness, they knew exactly what the trees were going to look like
Right.
because there were entire chapters dedicated
What
to the trees looked like.
Gorum, like 49,000 times. Okay, we got it, Treebeard. But this one was like, thank you. But then Hobbit is like, oh, guys, what? We've got like a pair. We don't. All we know of the dwarves it was that they wore different colored hoods. We didn't even know what color their hoods were. And then this one, they had like an axe stuck in his head. I'm like, where'd you get that from? Weird, just weird.
That's funny.
Sorry, I'm like passionate about movies and this stuff. It's real to me. Yeah, I'm excited about that fan edit though, but they were like they cut the goblin scene in the first movie. That was my favorite scene out of the whole trilogy, by the way, the Hobbit trilogy, was when they go down to the Goblin Kingdom.
Interesting.
So they cut down. That's like half of the scene now. They just got to the important talking parts.
Right.
And they're not doing the musical anymore.
The musical's canceled.
Aw, the musical.
Musicals are really hot right now. There's like that Harry Potter musical that
So
went out.
I was excited to watch it in 3D high frame rate, and I will never watch another movie in 3D high frame rate again because I was like, whoa, it ruined it for me, and I actually was like, no, we need to step out of this whole idea that you can't expand and low
Right.
frame rate stuff and get into that more realistic stuff, and it lost something
No,
for me.
there's
Yeah.
something about the texture of a film, like,
Yeah.
because the 3D adds too much, right? But there's something about keeping it a movie that allows the suspension of disbelief to be real.
Yeah.
Like there's something about that gloss over, because when you watch stuff on everybody says this, when you watch something on a really high definition TV with 255 hertz, all that kind of stuff, everybody says, oh, it's like I'm in the studio watching them record it. And that's not what I want. I want to be in another world, not in another
Right.
studio. Like,
Right.
that just takes away from everything. You can tell they're actors in front of a green screen. But when you watch things on regular DVD, there's just sort of that layer between you and the movie.
It's like
it
fuzziness.
sucks you in.
That's the first thing we do is we turn off all the.
Oh, yeah.
We're like,
Yeah.
how do I turn this off on
Big
my
TV
TV?
is for size only, not for quality. Because I
Yeah.
like the quality be dumbed down a little bit. Have you
Well,
seen?
no, I want the high pixel count,
Right.
but I don't want the
Right.
high frame rate
Right.
stuff.
Right.
So I
No,
still
it
want the
doubles back.
detail,
It's too much.
But I don't want that
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, we watch Back to the Future that way because the Blu-ray actually has that ability. And I was like, this isn't Back to the Future. This is weird. Like, this is
That's
a
funny.
set on Universal's lot. It's
Yeah.
so trippy, yeah. But Toy Story works because then you can see the plastics on the toys.
Oh, actually,
It's
any
a CGI
I bet
movie.
any animated
Oh,
film.
Yeah, they look
Yeah.
really good in that version. But it's the panning because there's no motion blur. You know,
Right.
it's just like your eye is actually moving at the same rate as the characters.
Right.
It's
So that's
weird.
where I think 3D will be interesting if anyone can ever figure it out. And they got close with Pandora.
Oh, Avatar.
Avatar.
First of all, if you didn't see Avatar in 3D in the movies, you missed something.
Yeah.
You missed
He
something.
got close,
This
but-
was my problem with that. It made me sick.
Really? It was too good.
I have because I get car sickness if I'm reading in the car because of all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And I had the same exact effect with that movie.
Well, I hate when people wave next to me when I'm at a movie theater.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, because there was
not touching
so
you.
many things happening all over the place all
No,
of the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
I couldn't figure out where I needed to focus. And even when I was trying to focus here, there was all of this stuff going on all of the time.
Yeah.
Honestly, I did this half the movie.
Man.
Because
It was really intense,
ruined
but it was
for
so
me.
different from like traditional 3D.
Oh,
But
it was
but
fascinating.
it wasn't
But-
quite right.
It wasn't.
In that,
But it was the right step.
I think where that level of where that level of storytelling would be awesome is he still racked focus, right? He still forced your attention to certain areas. I think more of an immersive experience where it's
4D.
Here's the 4D.
Yeah.
Well, it's here's the scene and it's 3D as if you were standing there.
Yep.
And
Right.
I'm not going to rack this
Right.
focus. The story will play out in this scene as it would, and then you have to figure out how to transition from scene to scene.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, that's kind of what like Oculus is doing.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Have you guys tried the cardboard?
The cardboard?
No.
Google Cardboard.
No.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
man.
that's the one where you
I
stick
should've
the
brought it.
galaxy.
Got it.
Stick your phone in there.
You
yeah.
stick your Galaxy. It's just like an Oculus, but it's made of cardboard. You can buy it from Google. Well, I think they're in beta right now, so like you can't buy them, but
Right.
they're just sending them out, and XPRIZE got a ton of them. And it's just like this flat thing.
Cinema.
Cinema?
Somebody asked.
Oh.
Sorry.
And you just like it's just a flat piece of cardboard with folding steps like origami, and then once you're done, it creates a visor, and there's already two lenses and a magnet that lets you control your phone, and you slide your phone in, you download apps, and you slide it
Right.
in, and then fully immersive 3D.
Interesting.
Crazy cool.
Interesting.
We had Disney over at XPRIZE, and because we were just like bantering about like potential ideas for cool ways we can create interactive educational things.
Sure.
And they were like, "Do you have one?" I was like, "Yes, I do." And I already had like all these space apps downloaded. I just popped it in, and everybody in the room was just like, "Whoa!" Like, this is real. Like, you can make this out of cardboard now.
Yeah.
But it's like what you're saying. It's the next thing where because the way it works, for those of you who don't know the Oculus and the cardboard, is these apps, you are in 3D space, and you can attach them to your head, and you can watch this way, but if you rotate your head, the image is like you're rotating in the 3D environment. So the phone senses because it's got the accelerometer in
Magic.
it. Yeah, it's got the magicometer in it, and as
That's
you
how
move,
Disney works.
and you can look up and you can look down, and you're actually looking in 3D space. So and the demos for the Oculus that I
You
saw,
dream something and it works.
you dream it and it becomes reality.
So I get my sandwich.
You get your damn sandwich, but he doesn't. Not that he doesn't get his.
Actually, you just highlighted perfectly the example of why this technology is still not quite right, which is you pointed. And that doesn't happen. Like
Right.
when you're looking on screen and you're looking around, you go that,
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and you don't get your hand
Yeah,
in front of
which
the
is
screen.
weird because when everybody tried this technology on, I actually downloaded a Volvo app where you're inside of a Volvo. It's amazing. But every single person reached out and was like, God, why don't I see my hand?
Yeah, but the Oculus is working on that. They've got
Yeah,
cameras
they're
that are
getting
trying to
there.
detect. So that's
So you
the
just
next-
put a suit on and you're in.
No, it's actually
No,
it's way simpler than that, right? You just look down and you go, oh, this is an arm. So then you reach out and you'll actually be able to see.
That's amazing. One of the demos I had was the two that stood out to me. There was one in space that was like, wow, with a satellite. But there was one where you're in like this this hut with a family in the Himalayas and they're having dinner, and they're all just talking.
As one does.
As one does. And you look to your side and they're just like, yeah, it's good, right? And then you're like, yeah. And then you look to the other side and the other family members are like having a conversation. They'll turn to you and then they'll like pass you food and you're just like, whoa. It's amazing because you want to take it. You feel like you're in this environment. Or there was a Cirque du Soleil one where you're on the stage with the performers and the other ones that are not flipping are going like, and they're pointing you and you can follow their finger and see something else. And that's what I was getting to. But amazing. We're almost there. We're almost to what
Almost
you
there.
want. Almost. Another
2 years out.
2 to 3 years.
6 months.
5 years is when it's like
6
it's
months.
commercial.
We're
Like
6 months away.
Give or take.
And then we'll scrub, and then
Right.
okay.
6 months.
Just making sure.
Yeah. No. 6
What's
months.
6?
Six
Carry
months.
the 1.
6 months.
Carry the 1.
6 months.
So then you
Yeah.
do that, so it's still 6 months.
6 months, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just 6 months. I got it. Ooh.
Sorry, I got really carried away on that. I'm like really passionate about movies, so like
No,
the
I
fact that
think
we're
it's-
talking about it is super
But that's going to be the next generation. Not that
Yeah.
movies will go away, but it's the next form of storytelling.
It
right?
is.
So games are the current next gen.
That's the first
right?
thing you think is like, God, video games, forget it.
Yeah. Well, no, I think it's just like Telegraph is still here, right? It doesn't go away.
Right.
It just kind of moves into a different role.
Right.
And I think that's going to happen with TV. It's going to happen with movies. It's going to happen with games, and it's going to happen with. I think we're going to move into virtual reality.
You bring up a good point. I got to ask you this question because this is like
Answer is
perfect.
42.
Well, that's not really relevant to my question. What is the next piece of future technology that you're most excited about that doesn't currently exist?
The talk show that we bought that we're going to use for the studio.
A talk show?
Yeah.
How does that work?
It's a Skype broadcast system.
What?
I know, right?
Can you? I don't even know what you're saying.
Actually,
What?
that's a real thing that we just purchased. So I'm sorry. What was the question? What's the next?
No, like
thing
the
in
next, like
technology?
the next piece of technology, like the rocket pack. I can't wait till we have.
Actually,
it, you know?
so there's. I guess it depends on what area of technology I'm looking at,
Yeah.
right? Because there are different things I'm excited about. So in space,
Perfect.
right now, in my personal opinion, and this is my personal opinion, the VTVL vertical takeoff, vertical landing stuff that SpaceX is working on is the most exciting stuff because that's the predecessor technology you need to land on Mars.
Yeah, that's-
humans,
that's-
large payloads. Everyone's like, oh, we know how to land on Mars. It's
Well,
like,
think about it,
Well,
like-
we do. We know how to land small stuff on
Right.
Mars.
Right.
Like, oh, well, you just
We know
screwed
to
up.
crash things in style on Mars.
We can crash in style on Mars,
Yeah.
and you're not crashing a human in style on
You
Mars.
guys saw the Vine of the last landing
Yeah.
attempt.
No.
I thought it was like the most amazing thing. At first, I thought
What?
it was like a Russian dash cam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
right.
like the comet coming in, and you're like, oh man,
Which
what?
wouldn't surprise me, to be honest.
Yeah, this is-
Rocket.
there you go.
Hold on. Pause.
Almost.
It's so cool.
You know, there needs to be a YouTube channel of SpaceX
reaction
landing
videos.
reactions.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. That's a crazy.
But you know what?
see it,
Look
right?
how close.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
how close.
So close.
I know. You will like probably saw that and went, oh crap.
Dude, can you imagine being the guy's like, this is going to be my camera?
Yeah, I am that guy.
Oh, that's you? I totally forgot.
When that came out, I looped it on my
Sorry about
computer
that,
for
man.
about an hour.
Dude, that is
Yeah, yeah.
that is crazy. Holy
Yeah, I'm
smokes.
excited to see launch tomorrow. See what they can
I
do
am
with
too.
that one.
Yeah. It's cool because, like, literally this technology that causes the Millennium Falcon to land on Cloud City.
Right.
Just in the very early stages, but
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah, so that's why it's exciting technology to me because and you know if we
It's
put it,
truly crazy.
we need this understanding to put humans on Mars, and I'm really excited about off-world colonies.
Yeah.
And off-world next-generation cities. So I'm a huge fan of Progress City and all the technology that goes into the transportation, the next-gen transportation, separating humans from the fast-moving cars so you can never have a disaster there.
Oh my gosh.
you know,
yeah,
all-
yeah. What about the Google cars?
Yeah, but
But
they're
I
still
know,
on
I'm
the
saying,
same plane.
right,
But yeah, those
right.
are insane. But you know, we'll show you that. So they know we have a Tesla, right? And we
Yeah.
have the one that has the autopilot stuff.
I saw the screen. That was.
Yeah, but
gnarly.
it's autopilot isn't
what?
enabled. What?
You have an autopilot in that thing?
No, yeah, you know Tesla's.
I didn't know they had that.
It's called traffic aware
I'm still a
cruise
plebe,
control.
man. Oh,
Well,
God,
no,
he's
it'd
doing
Be
it.
cool.
God.
So actually, the whole program is called Autopilot, and they're revving out the software and bringing it up to date. So it's not Autopilot isn't fully enabled yet. Right now, all we have is what Carrie Ann said, which is traffic aware cruise control. Then, which will you can get this in other cars, which does sonar pings and uses cameras, and basically we use it in rush hour. And so you let your foot off the gas and the brake. Not the gas, but the accelerator and the brake.
Yeah.
And you say, all right, keep a distance of 3 car units and don't go faster than 80. And it goes, cool.
No
And so
way.
It does.
Right,
And it will
well,
come
you
to
know
a
how
dead
your regular
stop.
cruise control,
Yeah.
right? So
And
you
then
set
it
the
will-
regular
yeah.
cruise control, but you can also set the distance between you and the next car.
That's
so as you approach
nuts.
the next car, it says, well, I know you wanted 80, but, you know, because a regular dumb cruise control would just go,
But your
bam!
decision was wrong. So how about I correct it and
Pretty
make
much.
it better?
So
does.
it will approach that and say, okay, well, this is the car length in front of you, so I'm going to slow down to
Oh
an
my God,
appropriate.
that's so
and
cool.
in rush hour traffic, if that car stops, your car will come to a stop.
And then
You do not need to do anything.
And then
And
when
when,
they go-
that car accelerates, your car will accelerate.
Get out of here. You just have to steer it.
Yes, you just have, but not much longer. So The next version of
Of course
this.
not. Why would you have to steer?
Yeah, right. So the next version of this due out, I think in a couple months, is it will actually look at the lines on the road, and you won't have to touch anything, and it will actually keep you in your lane. You use your blinker if you want to change lanes, and it will actually then figure out a safe place for you to move over to the next lane. It will not, though. It is not autonomous driving. There's a difference.
Right.
So autopilot's just basically, keeping you fairly safe. Autonomous driving, you say, I need to get to this destination,
And it gets you there.
And it gets you there.
You could take a nap and you'll be okay.
Right, and that's where I really want to be, because
I sleep in every car. I never drive because I always want to nap.
I always want to do
You
work.
drove me here today.
I made an exception for you, Wonger. Okay?
Thanks.
So yeah,
I was wondering why you were kind of nodding.
I was like, oh, yeah.
That's another technology I think is really exciting.
That's
and then,
super cool.
believe it or not, Microsoft with their HoloVision stuff.
That stuff is nuts.
Yeah, that stuff is nuts.
It's what?
Right. Actually, you look around. You were here several years ago, right? It was Apple. It was a MacBook, iPad, and then we had a Mac Pro doing the encoding, and a couple other Macs that did the whole show. Now you've got a Microsoft Surface. No more. We have iPhones, and then that's it, right? I mean, there's the encoding
all
computers.
compact.
It's all Windows or Linux at this point. Wow.
Casper was Apple at that time too.
Oh yeah, Casper was Apple then too. Yeah.
God, that's so nuts.
So Microsoft is really, I didn't even realize this had happened. We were just getting the tech that we think looks cool and works well on the set. And so they're I don't know what they're doing. We don't even use Google Apps anymore. We moved over to Office 365.
Really?
So they're doing something right. Yeah, much to everyone else.
I mean, I've always been a PC guy, so it's just exciting to see that accelerating to the point where it's mainstreaming and competing with Apple. Because Apple's, it's simple stuff, right? Like it's like you get it, you put it on, and it goes. But Mac, empowering people to make real changes and to get into the developer sort of mindset, that's where it's at.
So those are the techs that are exciting to me. How about you? What are your exciting?
Yeah, so I think that the
He wants a robot that feeds him.
autonomous
Like
car
that's all
stuff.
he wants.
No, they have. So not
Really
a robot
cool.
that feeds you, but there's the Soylent. Have you seen the Kickstarter Soylent project?
Yeah, I like bacon too much.
Okay, fair enough.
I like
enough.
bacon, meat.
Yeah, but when you're going into space, you're not going to be able to bring bacon.
Nah,
That
you know what?
space is that space
If I
is
dream
dirty
it, it
little
can
secret. Yeah, that space's dirty little secret is the pilgrims that are going to be the people who first colonized. They're going to have to be probably like vegetarian/vegans.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't think I'd be one of the first people to go to space,
No,
though.
I'll be like
Bacon?
Yeah.
the 13th gen.
But, I don't think I'm one of those guys that would also want to retire on Mars just because there's such a big distance.
If you could go there and come back, would you do that? Would you take the 2-year journey there,
Nah.
hang out for a little bit,
I would if
climb Mount Olympus, and then come back?
I would if it was like a college program. Like if
That
it was,
would be like a
Yeah.
8-year college thing, most of which
no,
is you in
like
space.
if you said, like you said, 2 years.
No, International
No,
Space
2 years
University.
there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like if
Well,
you got your
3 years
entire
on the surface.
2
years
years
back.
on the surface. Oh,
Well,
yeah,
'cause
I know.
you can't orbital mechanics, dude.
Hell
I'm just
desk.
thinking-
I
That was
actually.
the new transfer, though, that they were looking at.
I'm not aware of this one.
So
How do we do it?
came out about 2 months ago.
Missed it.
It was it's basically just a direct propulsion
Okay.
maneuver to Mars, and it
So
makes
just-
it makes it so you don't have to do the period. What's this synaptic period? You don't need to wait for them to line up anymore. You can just do a direct transfer. It's about like 10 to 20% more weight of fuel, but then you get there a bunch faster. I'll send you a link.
Yeah, I'd love to see. 'Cause
Science.
that sounds like that would not work.
Yeah,
Right?
so it
Because
was,
if Earth is here, the
Yeah.
Sun is here, and Mars is here, no.
Yeah.
I can't.
so it doesn't use a Hohmann transfer. It uses basically like a direct transfer.
Okay, yeah, I'd love to. Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
anyhow, so I interrupted you and got off on Soylent. But
Yeah, technology.
technology. So you wanted
Autonomous cars, I think,
autonomous
is
cars, yeah.
the thing that I would like to see happen. That I think
Yeah. I'm really
is
excited
really
about
close.
that.
I want a separate layer of separation between. So that's step 1, but then step 2 is I want humans not to be on the same plane as the cars.
That would be. I mean, I think that when we did the
So
Big Hero
flying
6
cars?
education campaign, a lot of kids submitted something like that.
Yeah.
Like that's what they were trying to wrap their minds around.
The,
which is
the
really
cars
fun.
don't have to fly, but you have to either
Like a rail,
You
like-
need to either elevate the cars or elevate the people,
Right.
whichever way you want to do it. But don't put them on the same plane because then you can
People die.
People die. So if you remove them and then put them in, you have all this 3D space to work with. So any other text?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
You
I mean, I do want to see like
Tomorrowland technology where you touch a pin and you're transported to another.
That's like 5th on my list.
5th? All right, yeah.
But I want to see 3D printed foods become common.
They do that now.
Well,
Are
I
you
know,
saying
but I want to see it
common?
common. Like I want to be able, like a hydrator. Like I want to be able to go up, push a button, get a pizza. You know what I mean?
The problem is, at first it's going to be like, eventually maybe that would work, but at first it's going to be like those old school inkjet printers.
Yeah.
Where they're like,
Yeah.
Dot matrix.
yeah. You're like, I'm 3D printing my pizza. Let's come back in 8 hours.
Right. That's the stage I want to just not be a part of.
Jam.
But how cool would it be to like, or even like, I want 3D printing to just be far more common and just more sophisticated.
We're getting
right?
there.
We're
though,
getting
right?
there. We're
Made
getting
in
there.
Space.
Right, but like I can't just go to my friend's house and like have something 3D printed. Like,
So
you
you're
have
not
to
friends with
know-
Eric Ever?
Well,
I think
no.
This guy had it on there. Ballistic. It's a ballistic capture.
Ballistic capture.
Yeah.
All right, so I can just Google search that.
Yeah.
Ballistic capture Mars.
Yeah. So it's like you're not trying to slow down at Mars anymore. You just go like straight into it.
But you
and
still
then
have to wait for it to
air
kind of be in an alignment, right? Because you got to optimize that time. Otherwise,
like,
you're so far away.
The way I read it is like it.
Because all right, so that makes sense.
I know exactly what
Because
you're
right
saying.
now you're slinging around Mars and using the gravity of Mars to slow you down.
I think you have
and
a much larger window of when you can launch.
Okay.
So like right now it's once every 1.5 years you have about 30 days in which that launch window is open, and this one increases the chance of you're here, Mars is going to be here, it's here now.
Sure.
You can wait for it to be like over here.
Sure.
And shoot faster.
And you're not.
It's not looking.
You're not gonna get captured at all. You're just gonna go straight in.
And then you're gonna break there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Damn, that's insane.
And so it was like the braking maneuver is factored into the weight into the propelling calculations.
That's cool.
I mean, it's insane. I feel like all of that is missed. I mean, I know they talk about that when you watch launches and things like that, but when you think about the actual math behind getting to another planet, it's just staggering that someone has been able to figure it out with that level of precision.
And if you're off by even a fraction,
like the
you
tiniest
miss it
bit.
by thousands of miles.
Goodbye, you're in space forever
Yeah,
later.
pretty much.
It's crazy. So the fact that you can miss it a little bit. It's all
They're
right.
3D printing rocket engines. The Super Dracos are 3D
Yeah,
printed engines.
that's gnarly.
Yeah, so that video you saw earlier, I don't know if those were 3D printed, but
rockets.
yeah, that's the plan. What about you? What's
We
your
live in the
technology?
future, man.
What's technology you're excited about?
I am excited for the technology where I can walk into the closet and it dresses me.
Oh man, that's so cool.
That's on
Jetsons,
Spaceship
yeah.
Earth. No,
It's like-
Spaceship Earth. Right on the.
Yeah, it's that too.
Now let's make our future.
Oh, that's
Press
right.
the thing.
Yeah, but they
You can thank the
you know that's
Yeah.
directly lifted from the Jetsons.
The Jetsons.
Like I want
Also, like it's like Tron Legacy when he just stands there and just like loads.
It
the
just-
clothing
yeah.
on him. Oh man, that was
Right.
so cool. God, that would be cool. It's like no, I don't like it. Or like they have those things where you swipe the outfits and it like
Right.
it puts them on
Yeah.
the program and then it brings the clothes out. At least that would be cool.
Yeah.
I want that.
All right. Anything else, kids?
Sorry guys, we've been rattling on.
Anything
Any
else
questions?
we want to cover? Are we?
Rick Yan says, is SpaceX going to try and land the first stage today? Not today, but tomorrow. There will be a launch by SpaceX in which they will also try to land their first stage again back onto a barge.
If only we had the instructions.
IKEA. You just need an Allen wrench and it'll be fine. That's too long. Didn't read.
So that's my gripe. So I keep telling these guys, look, if you want your comments in the show, post them on Twitter. And the reason for that, twofold. One, great advertising for the show because,
Other
someone
people
else
might see that.
Someone else sees the tweet, right? And they're not going to see it
Just
inside
put a
of a
period
YouTube
before
comment.
you tweet at somebody.
But two, it forces you into 140 characters, which we can easily convey on the show. And these guys like to write mini novels on their thoughts on space.
Because they like space, and
Because
space
they love
people.
it, which
Space
is-
is not about brevity. Let's put
No,
it that way.
apparently it is not. So actually, even in today's show, there were these really long comments, and we took out like one sentence from each, so it was just the core of what they were saying. And I'm like, screw the rest of your comment.
Yeah.
So yeah. Twitter guys.
TLDR
for
guys.
realsies. TLDR. Yeah.
These are the guys that pay you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
long as you want, just make
Screw
them
you guys.
whatever you want.
We don't let them know.
That's so funny. Someone's like, it just got back. They're still going. How long is your after dark session normally?
As long as it takes.
Wow,
I know. That's what she said.
Pluto on Pluto.
Is it violating ITAR to ask if any of the cameras, in fact, bought it on the ASDS
Nearly land last time.
I don't know if it violates ITAR, but it goes into SpaceX, which I don't talk about.
You don't talk about SpaceX?
We don't. So if we were to talk SpaceX, that could be construed as us
representing
SpaceX,
of which we do not.
which we do not on this show.
Okay,
And
so on the
that's
same-
why we brought in Mike, and you'll notice Mike did every single SpaceX.
Yeah,
show.
I did notice that. I was wondering that actually. But on that same sort of note, can you guys just not talk about me then in public? Because I don't really want to be associated with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
No, the only
Just
time
kidding.
we
Talk
do
about me all
talk
the
about
time.
you is when you're on.
How about more me? Can you make a show about me? How about tomorrow, Leo?
Tomorrow,
you guys
Leo.
are a little too old for his demographic, which is
a little too
12-year-old
old?
girl?
Like way too
No,
old.
just
I would just like to
just a-
apologize
I
to all
could
the
have
12-year-old
birthed
girls
his
watching.
demographic. I'm old enough.
It
I
was
love-
creepy.
you guys are
Have you ever
great.
seen it?
All right, Leo's fans, it's time for bed. Goodbye.
You know, I'm gonna get all these tweets. Nathan's an idiot. Stop being friends with him.
You get other tweets like, I choose number 1.
Yeah, changing my answer. Just kidding. I love all of you. Please still follow me.
Okay, let's go make some Easy Mac.
I still eat Easy Mac. My demographic is a reflection of where I want to be in life. So just eating Easy Mac and be at
be a
Disneyland every day.
12-year-old girl?
Yeah. I want to be a 12-year-old girl. They got it easy, man. They got a fun
They
ass
just
life.
get to look at Leo all day.
They get to go on the internet.
Swoon.
Hashtag eyebrows.
Being a 12-year-old girl is hard.
It's serious business.
There are so many things.
Okay, like any of you would know.
Here's men thinking they know how women feel again.
Oh
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
we do.
S-
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
SJW,
do.
there you go.
yeah. A little bit.
Are we done? Are we done? Are we done?
I think we're done.
We're done? Dada, we're done, right?
Done. That's
We
Done.
got an open, so we're
when
done
there's
with
a
that.
dangerous situation.
Done as you want to be.
What time is it, Dada?
Rats or free bingo?
3:37.
3:30. Oh yeah, we're done.
Moon
So-
pies or eating pie on the moon? That's a appropriate.
I was
question.
half expecting.
I was
surprise
waiting for
moon
that,
pie
yeah.
eating contest here,
Did we do that last time?
No.
but we kind of ruined the surprise on you. You just had them here, but we didn't have a
Oh.
contest on the.
So we used to do that, but then it was basically torture. So we stopped doing
Yeah.
it because
They really
sure
are.
I'm pretty sure it's a war crime for us to do moon
Yeah.
pie eating.
Yeah, it's almost as bad as bamboo shoots. It's like number. Like,
I've
Bamboo
lost-
shoots are terrible.
yeah, but moon pie.
I've lost to Leo twice though. I need to-
I'm, which
Leo's,
is surprising.
Leo's like a champ, and I'm a.
Some food is
You
just
know.
too good to chew. Yeah, Nathan can eat more, like volume, but I just eat it faster.
Keep in mind, if he finds a moon pie, it's 2 years old.
No,
Good
I'm
for
not
like
doing it.
40 years.
Mm-mm.
They're like Twinkies. They don't have an expiration date. So,
I thought
It's
we
okay.
had like an old school.
yeah, probably behind something.
We'll do. You know, what? I think XPRIZE is long overdue for moon pie eating contest, so we'll have one. You guys will have to come down.
Yeah.
See, you guys haven't seen our new office.
No.
No. Oh, I didn't know you got new
We
office.
moved. Yeah, we're in
It's
Clover
nice.
now. That's why I moved to Clover.
Right.
So, I'm like, no, wait, I didn't.
I-
We still have the Fabio rules too.
The Fabio rules.
Yeah. Fabio
like
wrote the
Fabio.
original rules.
Oh, that's right. I was thinking Fabio.
It's like the machete order.
Well,
but
it's,
I
it's,
different.
it's pretty close.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
There's I confuse them when I see them.
I do too. It's,
Yeah.
it's I think it's the
Thank God Rev doesn't watch our show anymore.
Rev.
Yeah,
Right
but
now we got Nick Azer in that social media pocket, and
Yeah.
he's doing a great job. That guy's
Nice.
tearing it up. He's so he's just the human, archive of GLXP.
so if
Nice.
he's doing great, who's doing really crappy?
I was doing so bad they kicked me off of GLXP and put me in XPRIZE marketing.
All right, everyone, we're done. Thank you
See you
so much
guys.
for watching, and we'll see you in a week, maybe 2. Bye. Why is my audio still up?